Okay, just like South Park this week, I'm catching up with Peacemaker, and I had watched this episode on the day it was released on Thursday, but I've just been behind. So I'm here to review the last episode of Peacemaker, episode 8. It's Cow or Never, which again is a great title. I really am enjoying James Gunn's titles for each episode, or whoever made up the ideas, the names for the episodes. But It's Cow or Never is basically just the end game for this season. They're trying to destroy the cow, which is the giant butterfly, which is like 5 stories tall kind of creature, and it's really interesting looking. It looks like something out of like Star Wars. I like the fact that Chris Peacemaker is seeing his dad, even though he killed his dad in the last episode. And I love the fact that the dad is like, you can't get rid of me that easily. You're never going to get rid of me. And I really liked the idea of that, because this dad is an abusive, like, racist dad. But the thing I appreciated about this is even though this character was a horrible person, the dad, I like the fact that they're not shying away from the fact that this guy, no matter how you feel about him, has created Chris's life. Like, he has been a big, important part of his life. So Chris has been trying to steer away from this dad. But even when the dad is killed, after he kills his own dad, he's still there, and he's still an influence on him, which is something that happens to everybody. Your family members are going to be with you no matter what. And I like the fact that they just did a good job of making that character, even though he was unlikable, making him interesting to make Chris interesting as a character, Peacemaker. I really liked that. I liked, let me see, I've got a couple notes here. I liked the idea that this has a great final fight in it, where the Wigwam song, Do You Want to Taste It, which is the theme song of the show, plays at this, and I really liked the final shoot at it. It was really intense, really fun, really funny, and James Gunn does a great job of this, where he makes something emotional, but also action-packed, but also hilarious, and he does a great mixture of all of those things, and all the stuff that I've seen him do. And I really love all his work. The only thing I haven't seen is Super, which I do need to see. Like, in terms of his directed movies, like, that's the only one I haven't seen. But I really love what he does in this show, and I really love the Suicide Squad movie as well. But that was a really good, perfect, like example of like all this action worked really well on all different types of tonal things. I really thought that was interesting and really fun. There is some funny scenes in terms of this final battle where, like, you've got Peacemaker doing shit like he will throw a shield up in the air and then he will shoot it with a gun and then it will impale somebody and smash them back. Or you'll see heads explode because they're shooting people's heads off. It is gory and fun and entertaining. And I liked the fact that Amelia, Jennifer Holland, she looks like she dies, and like it's revealed at the end that she's alive, but that was really heartbreaking, just the fact that you think she's dead, and they really do a good job of elaborating that that you think she is dead until the end of the show. I really enjoyed that. And I really like the fact that Leota uses the tornado helmet, but then she fails at first. And then this scene genuinely surprised me. The leader of the butterflies, and I hate to say this, but the Asian woman, the actress, I forgot what her name is, and I forgot what her character's name is in the show. The only problem I had with this show is that a lot of characters, like, they might say their names once, and then I completely forgot what their characters' names were throughout the show. And that lead cop or detective was the one that I really kept forgetting the name for, and I can't remember it now. But she is the leader of the butterflies because she was taken over by the butterfly. And that dialogue she has between Chris where she's like, our planet was dying, like, you should join us. And I liked the fact that, because I get annoyed with, like, current political climate and stuff like that, but I was interested with the way that this conversation went, where she was saying stuff like, you humans have had minor inconveniences that you could have done to save the world, but you didn't, or to save your world from blah blah, like, like stuff that's happened in the last couple of years, blah blah, and it really related to real life stuff. But I really thought that was hilarious, the fact that Chris did listen to her, but then he straight up killed the cow. Like, he completely just decimated it, impaled it. And I like the fact that I'm surprised that they went that route, because I just expected from a Hollywood related show. I am surprised that they went that route, because I know they're so save everything, save the environment, blah blah blah, wear masks, blah blah blah, like that type of thing. And I'm surprised that they went the opposite direction, which I liked, and I thought was a fun satire. I thought that was funny that they just killed the cow, and I kind of expected it, but they just did a good job with that dialogue, where it was like you were thinking that Chris was going to give in, but then he didn't. That was really funny. Whenever Leota talks on TV and exposes Amanda Waller, her mom, Viola Davis, about the Task Force X, is great, because then you get a shot of Viola Davis, and her reaction is just she literally just says, "What the fuck?" And Viola Davis is so fantastic as an actress. Like, you see her in like 5 seconds of a scene, and the look she gives, that scathing look, is great. I love her as an actor. She's one of my favorites. One of my favorite actresses, but I love that. I also thought it was hilarious that the Justice League literally showed up in this, because it was a joke early on, like, oh, why don't we call the Justice League? Like Leota says this, she's like, I'm not kidding. Like, I thought that was just a throwaway joke, and I did not expect them to bring in the Justice League. And it's not like it's all 6 of them. Wonder Woman and Batman are not there, for reasons, I guess. Like, Batman, like, Ben Affleck is still gonna do the Flash, but, like, he's not really Batman anymore, I guess. Robert Pattinson is, but it's gonna be a new continuity. It's kind of confusing, but you didn't have Batman there. You didn't have Wonder Woman there. I'm guessing Gal Gadot was busy, which is surprising, because she's such a popular person. Like, I'm surprised they didn't bring her into this. But Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller, I got both of them mixed up here as Aquaman and the Flash. You do see them straight up. You do see a Superman and a Cyborg there, but you don't see the actors. They're in silhouette. So you don't see Henry Cavill, which it sucks, because Henry Cavill really deserves another chance, because, like, I mean, I don't know if he actually is going to be in more. Like, with these kind of movies, you're not going to know the truth until it happens, or these shows, this franchise, you're not going to know until they announce it for sure, or they reveal it secretly in a movie, like, say, Spider-Man. But, and I know that's not DC, but having Henry Cavill, like, that would have been interesting to bring him back, because he does deserve a second chance, because I'm not a fan of Man of Steel. But I didn't mind him, but I hope that he gets more work as Superman. He's awesome in real life. He's an avid gamer, which is really cool. But yeah, Cyborg and Superman are just in silhouette. You do see, of course, Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller as Aquaman and the Flash. Like, you do literally see them. And I love the joke that Peacemaker says to Aquaman, like, go fuck a fish, asshole. And then they just walk off, because Peacemaker says, you guys are late. You guys are seriously late. It's over. Like, that was really, really good comedic timing. And also, I gotta say, the end of the episode with Amelia realizing that she's still alive is so sweet and heartwarming, whenever Peacemaker just takes her hand and they both, like, reconcile. Like, it's really good, and I just really, really enjoyed this, and I'm so glad it's getting a second season. This is also like something I don't have to mention in this review, but yesterday I think James Gunn announced that he's proposing to. Why am I? God, I hate that I'm forgetting names. Jennifer Holland, like they're both getting married, and I thought that was funny that they did that right after the show ended. But congrats. But yeah, that's so hilarious that they did it as well. If I didn't review this right then the day came, I wouldn't have known. But now I know because of course the internet. But I'm rambling. I enjoyed Peacemaker. Thought it was a really really fun show. Great show. Love everything James Gunn has done. Hasn't let me down so far. Like I said, I still need to see Super, but I've seen every other film that he's directed. I've seen this show. I've seen the Scooby-Doo movies, which he wrote. I don't think I've seen everything he's written, but... or maybe not. Maybe he hasn't written as much as I think. But regardless of that, I had really a lot of fun with Peacemaker. It was a really entertaining time. I'm so glad it exists. Yeah, and I can't wait for season 2. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.